I like end raiding. It is oddly relaxing for me. I know that that's a little weird to say, because you know what to expect. Everybody kind of has their own things that they enjoy. And for me, I like the end raiding. If I'm flying, I don't need the pumpkin head on. I only need the pumpkin head when I'm dealing with Enderman, so I should be fine. Okay, and this has already been taken. You can see a lot of us tend to take out the mast assigned to other people that we've taken out that city. I also have a tendency, if there's no boat, I tend to take the roofs off of a few of the rooms. That way, just to be nice to people, because it's not fun to just get to a city, it looks perfectly great, and then, oh, it's already been looted. I don't have a looting sword yet, so making a point of going after shulkers isn't my thing. Oh, here's something. It's a little city. There's not gonna be any wings, but let's see if there's anything here. I don't see any damage done to anything yet. So, here we go. I see shulkers. Ooh, boat. And the mast is still there. I don't see, oh, there's a city. Nice. Ooh, that's a good sized city. Ooh, I missed. Okay, in here, we're gonna do that. And let's go kill the shulker. Where are you? Oh, you left. All right, we'll take the extra set of wings. What do we got in here? Gold. Ooh, we got, sure. We'll swap swords because that does more damage. What's this done? Ooh, one with mending. Okay, I'll take that. Curse of Vanishing. Okay, well, we'll swap that. Alrighty. And we'll take the gold. And hello to you. Ooh, I got a shell. Let's go after the one up here that was being noisy. You sound so disappointed. Ooh, yay. Now, I've got a couple shells. Cool. And you. There we go. Let's throw that in there, that in there. Yeah, and we're gonna keep that on our hotbar. Awesome. Okay. What I like to do in these rooms, well, is not that. That's not what I generally do. Generally, what I'll do is I take out the corners. Well, you know what we're gonna do? Let's put some of these things in that end chest, shall we? You know, we'll keep those on us just in case. Don't want that. Don't need that. There we go. And we haven't gotten a Silk Touch pickaxe yet. All right, now I want to go up there. Let's go into this room. Danger room. And this is why a bow is something that I very much prefer to get early on, because a bow and a looting sword are really useful. Once I have a looting sword, when the creature's about to die, I switch to holding the looting sword in my hand. Don't have to use up the wood, might as well take the boxes, right? When you're shooting at these lovely guys, gotta make sure they're open, at least a little bit. And there's always just a little bit of time between when you shoot them and when they actually die. So that gives you time to switch to your looting sword. And look at all that XP down there. Yay, this is why I like these rooms. I didn't have my wings on. Yeah. Never jump off a ledge unless you're sure you have your wings on. Yeah. Let's, put a little bit of this stuff on. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe. Does somebody have a pickaxe? Did somebody leave a pickaxe? We're gonna borrow a little bit of iron. We're gonna just borrow a little bit of iron. Actually, no, we're gonna borrow this pickaxe. Alrighty. Now we're on a mission to go rescue our stuff. I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright. Let's do the swoop up and swoop down technique. For those of you who don't know what the swoop up and swoop down technique is, you go down, you gather a whole bunch of momentum, and then you use that to push you back up a little bit. And when that starts to falter, you angle down slightly, and that way you get more distance out of your flight than what you were getting before. Alrighty. Wings are on. And huzzah! Round of applause. I got my stuff back. I need to drop a head because I did die here, so we have to put down a head. Okay. This is roughly where I died. Well, actually, no, I died down there. But let's put my head right there. Silly Jade moment. She died. I've looted this place. I haven't really fully gone after all the shulkers, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for gear. So I'm here to hit as many of these as possible. I've got all the gear out of here that I can get, so it's time to go on to the next. And one thing that I like to do is I like to follow where the boat is pointing. So that is usually my go-to in finding the next island. So following the boats, chunk base, and what are other tricks? I am not sure. I'm always curious to see what other people do. Ah, so right here. Okay, open up, say ah. Okay, and now I see you, so I can shoot you. And pop down here. And is there another one in the room? Yes, there is. Hi. Can you die? Thank you. So if you guys don't end raid much, the funny thing is, in this room, they originally spawn roughly in the same spot every single time. Oh, and there's another one. So once you've raided these towers often enough, you kind of get used to where they spawn, so you know where you can hide so they can't see you. And you can just kind of keep picking them off with a bow. Now at least we're on all diamond. We're not as vulnerable as when we started in all iron. Alright, and yes, I take the chests because then I don't have to... Ooh, wait, there's one over here. Then I don't have to... Oh, I missed one! Then, so, if I take the chests, then I don't have to make as many chests, I don't have to bring as much wood. Okay, and see, if you notice, these guys have spawned in the exact same spot in the last one. So you always know there's gonna be one right there at the bottom of the stairs. There's gonna be one that sees you right here. And one underneath. The only time this changes is when a shulker will teleport. Sometimes when a shulker takes damage, it teleports to another spot. And especially if you have fire on your bow and you hit them, they are more likely to teleport because they are continually taking damage. And did we get all the ones in this room? I think we did. Oh, no. There's that one that I missed last time. Oh, and you closed. Come back here. Oh, stay open, please. Arrows do no damage if they close, so... Which is why I'm always asking them to open up. Because when you go after these rooms, you can be a little sneaky and get the shulkers before they get you. And then, like, yeah. Haha! See? That, but when you open up that little... Aha! See? But you gotta pay attention, because sometimes there's one hiding in the room. And you just gotta give them a little wake-up poke. Okay, so this is another one of those rooms where we're gonna find shulkers in the exact same spots as always. So as long as you pay attention, a lot of people call these like the killing rooms, but there's not a lot of killing that typically happens unless for some reason you jump off and forget that you're not wearing your wings. Then that's not killing, that's just dying from stupidity, which, yeah, Jade is known for. And now we come down. And by just hopping front and back, you don't have to do this. Oh, we have a friend. Aha! And you can't hit me because you do not have a direct shot to me. So the thing I was doing with, they've got it set up as spiral stairs. So yes, you can hop up or hop down the spiral stairs. I prefer to just go forward, go back, and then go down. And you can do that all the way down. And the nice thing about this room is when they send those little balls to come hit you, it's more likely they're gonna hit something else because you've got all these end rods and stairs and stuff in the way. And so it creates a bit of natural cover. Okay, so now the killing, we're gonna get more shulkers because we now have a looting sword. So what I'll do is when I am firing, after I fire, when I've hit them at least once already, you let go and then you immediately switch over to your sword. That means you'll be holding the looting sword when the creature dies. When you are holding a looting sword when a creature dies, even if you do not hit them with said weapon, you get the looting effect. Same thing goes in Trident Killers. Alrighty, so we're on top of one of those. And there is going to be a shulker exactly center. So he's going to be right here. The best way to get him so you don't want to break that one that he is on. But there we go. Easy peasy. One of the easiest shulkers to kill. Other than the ones that are in the doorways that you can hide around the corner. And here is another example of a room where you can sneakily kill the shulkers without them getting to you. The really tall room where they only spawn, where one spawns right at the very center of that top. When you come down here, you just take out a few blocks, and for the most part, you're protected. And there's another one somewhere in the room. Where's the other one in the room? Maybe not. Maybe that was just a leftover blast. Here we go. And see, shells, yay. And don't forget to swap between holding your sword and holding your pick while collecting stuff. That way you end up repairing your tools. Because sometimes I forget to do that. And then I don't repair my tools. And then Jade gets sad. We are building a little Enderman killer to get Ender Pearls to go home. Because I don't want to fly all the way home. So, because this thing is a curse of vanishing, I do not want to die while holding it. So, we are going to put everything that we hold dear into an ender chest for now. And yeah. We're gonna put all this stuff in here. Just in case we die. Enderman, come play now. I see you. Yes, yes. Are you gonna play? Yeah, the problem with having flame on a sword. You know what? Actually, you know what I can do? Let's have a boat. There. If you don't know this trick, Endermen end up in boats. And they stay in one spot. Hey, come over here, in the boat. Oh, I hit him before he got in the boat. Hello? Why aren't you... How are you not in the boat? How is he not in the boat? Someone explain why the boat isn't working. Is it under... Is it under this? Why? There now he's in the boat. Okay. All right, now we have the shell. Hello! Thank you. I want half rockets. Yeah, you too. Come. There we go. Can I have more half rockets? And if you don't understand the half rocket thing, let's see. It's a couple seasons ago. Jen and I were building a lovely little, what was it? Potion shop? Or was it an ink shop? And we were on the building, and I couldn't quite reach. Season 5 ink shop. Okay, Jen's in chat with me, and she's telling me. Season 5 ink shop. And we both kept falling off. Definitely. And but I wanted to be able to reach something. It was just out of reach, and I was getting annoyed with having to waste rockets jumping to get from spot to spot. And I was like, I wish there were like these little small rockets, half rockets, that would just get me from just that little distance that I needed to go, where a regular rocket was too far. But, oh, hi. A regular rocket was too far, but I couldn't jump it. Well, Jen threw an ender pearl, and you said, you mean like these? So ender pearls became half rockets. Because, yes, they get you just the right direction, in you don't have to go very far. Or you can go quite far. But if you just need to go a little distance, ender pearl is definitely your friend. And now I want to go home. But I don't want to fly the 8,000 plus 3,000 blocks. I am going to look for that! Right there. Okay, perfect timing. This is a return portal! The beacon doesn't necessarily... Oh, you know what? I'm trying to talk to you guys all without looking at Enderman. But, so here. How could I do this? Oh, I know how I can do this. Let's, do this. Okay, so. You see that thing? That thing's a return portal. You throw one of these ender pearls into it, and it will take you back to the end island. So, and yes, pumpkin heads mean that the endermen don't think you're actually looking at them. So you can look directly at an enderman, and it won't happen. They will not attack you. It's a lovely thing. In the end, if I'm trying to do stuff, I have a pumpkin head on. And yes, when looking through the pumpkin head, it narrows your vision. But you know what? Bedrock Tweaks has a thing that will take that completely away if you don't want to deal with it. I have one that just has a little bit less obscured because I like the challenge. But if you don't like the challenge, you can get rid of it completely and see perfectly fine. Let's see if I'm able to throw an ender pearl and have it land inside the return portal with the pumpkin blur. And fling! Aha! It worked. It worked. And we are now back here. Back on the end island with all of our stuff. Only one death so far. Not bad. And the way to get home, of course, as long as you have killed the dragon. Ooh, look, there's XP. As long as you've killed the dragon, you can jump right in here. Flop! And it will now take you back. And it takes you back to the last place you slept. Which, yes. Last place I slept was right outside the drop chute that takes you down to the portal. Because I didn't want to have to fly all the way back or do the walk of shame again. Yeah, I didn't want to do the walk of shame again. Which reminds me, when we started this thing, I had to borrow a pickaxe. It's time to return the pickaxe. And let's go put that pickaxe back, because I'm not a thief. I borrowed. Borrowed without permission, but still borrowed. And I'm returning. And now after that delightful adventure, it's time to go home. Anyone remember where home is? I think I need to go get my boat. I left a boat here. I boated here. Let's go find our boat. I think this is my boat. Or is that my boat? Uh-oh. There's, no, that one's not named. There's my boat. My other boat. Now home? No. Where is home? There's a llama. I think I'm picking up a passenger. Everybody, I now have a llama that was out in the middle of the water. Is this gonna become like what the bees did last season? Do we now have llamas in the water? Huh. I don't know what to think about that. There's a sign. Property of the noobs. So, the sign is their property. Okay, good to know. There. Do 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 do. Can you row a boat while you're sitting on a llama? Can you? I'm not allowed to go anywhere without supervision because I get lost. Really, really lost.